Hi, good morning. Am I audible? Very good. Right. So when it comes to here, the last concept that what I'm discussing here is going to be the generics. You may get a question, Shrikant, like, don't we have the concepts apart from this? Means yes, we have. But whatever is required, if you can learn that much, then that should be fine. Because like, if any concept is required, we will be starting or we will be discussing from the Angular perspective. You don't need to worry about anything. But to become an Angular or React or Vue developer, whatever the concepts I have explained you so far from these many days, that's more than enough, 100%. So the next one is going to be what exactly the generics here. I can say that generics are the general data types. Generics are nothing but general data type. Generics are nothing but general data type. Now, what is the purpose of the generics here? Rajesh, I'll give you the permission at the end. If you guys are having any question, please ask me at the end. Okay. Anyone? Today, I'll be with you. I'll close the session by 10 o'clock and I'll be with you till to get clarify your doubts. Please join from the laptop, those who are having the issues. Okay. Yeah, module means that only. Nothing is there in the module to learn. Nothing is there in the module to learn, man. Okay, right. Now, generics are nothing but the general data type. So that means, suppose let's say, I created a function and the function is going to be, let's say, print data is the function that what I'm at. When I'm taking the data, which is of type number, and I'm writing some logic here. Now, how do we call that? Simply, let's call the print data where I supposed to pass the 100. Then we don't have any issues, right? It is printing the data or not. Tell me. That means I'll be using here something like console.log. And here, if I'll be writing something like data, then what happens? The time when I'm calling, it will be printing it as 100 and we don't have any issues. Suppose let's say in place of that, when I'm using print data of welcome, if I'm using, is it printing the data or not? Tell me. Tell me, is it printing the data or not? Is it printing? No, it gives an error because as you know, TypeScript is a pure type safe programming. Once you define that type, then you must have to specify the value. That's okay. If it is if it is going to be, I can say at design time, I can specify the type where I'm able to see that. But let's say I'm getting the data from the database or I'm getting the data from that API. If that is a case, we don't have any guarantee that sometimes it might be an integer or else like some number type. Sometimes it will be, let's say, a string type data that what I'm getting. And sometimes I'm able to get, let's say, the data type is going to be of type of some class that is an employee. Sometimes it would be a class that is trainer type. Sometimes it is a Boolean type. Like that, if I'm able to get the data, then how I am able to restrict it? Because you see, in TypeScript or in JavaScript, overloading is not possible. I cannot create something like this. Is it possible? Tell me. I cannot create something like this because when I'm creating like, the same function, understand, with a different data type, generally this is what we call it as overloading. Overloading is not possible here. So if that is a case, it would be a problem for me. Then how do we overcome that particular issue? How can I overcome that particular issue? To overcome that, what I'm trying to do is I'll be using the concept of generics. Generics are nothing but general data types. That means these are used to create the parameters, or else these are used to create the parameters with special types, and those types are decided at runtime. Understand? Those types can be decided at runtime. That means we can create them with the help of that, and those can be divided at runtime. Generally speaking, in latest version of like, TypeScript, that is like, the TypeScript 5.0, we have another option. Earlier, like what we have done, we created a function and maybe the function name is going to be the display. And I created a variable which is of type number I have given. And when I'm trying to, let's say, write something like console.log if I'll be using, and then when I'm giving X, then it is accepting to pass only the number type, right? But now what happened, the latest versions in the TypeScript, whatever like you define, you can give a R symbol, that is the pipe symbol, and you can give it as going to be some type string, and maybe you can give it as going to be some type Boolean. Like that also you can do. So this is a new syntax that we are having. So in the above case, what happened, when I'm calling display, I'm able to pass only 100 because it is defined it as going to be an X, and which is of type a number. But here in this case, the same display, whatever we are having, I'm able to pass, let's say, some integer value, that is some numerical value that what I can supply. And at the same time, when I'm giving some string value, where I can give that string value. And at the same time, I'm going to give some Boolean value also. That is fine. Understand? That is fine. But why should I create like in that way? I just wanted to create something and where I can specify at the time of calling so that it should accept exactly the same type of data. So how can we do that one? To do that, I'm creating the third type of syntax with the help of generic. So how we can do that? Maybe I can use the same display, and what I can do here, I'll be using the generic type and create the parameter of that particular type. Understood what I am doing? Understand? Now here, T that what we are having is going to be the generic type. Shrikant, what is T? T is nothing but it's a generic type. Shrikant, in place of T, can I give any other? Yes, you can do that one. That means generic types can be created with any name. With any name, you can create the generic types. It doesn't matter that we should have always T. Understand? You can give your name and you can give my name, you can give Angular, and whatever it might be, any name you can give. And by using that, you can create the variable. Then how I can call it? simply at the time of calling, if you can specify a type as going to be the number, then it should accept only the number type. And at the same time, when I'm going to create a string type where I can pass only a string type data. And at the same time, when I'm giving, let's say, Boolean, where it is going to accept the type as going to be true or false. Understood? So that means based on the type of the value that we have specified, based on the type of the data that we have specified, this function, whatever we have created, will behave exactly similar to that. Understand? Will behave exactly similar to that. Suppose, Srikanth, can I pass like an array? Yes, you can do that. And maybe I can use, suppose, let's say, I wanted to provide a number array. Then what I can do? It is accepting the data only of type number array. That's it. Like that you can do. Understand? Suppose, Srikanth, can I pass like, some tuple data? Yes, you can do that. Some, can I pass like, let's say, some string data, or else can I pass some, you can give like, any data, it doesn't matter. And here I'm having like only one. Suppose if you wanted to have multiple, then you can give a comma and you can create anything. That's up to you. Understand? So generic data types are going to be, generic data types can be created with any name. It doesn't matter that. Okay. It doesn't matter that. It can be of any name. And we can create the generics at the time of declaration. We can create the generics at the time of declaration with the help of placeholder. So the combination of less than and greater than, together we call it as a placeholder, guys. Do remember, the combination of less than and greater than, together we call it as a placeholder. That means we can create the generics. Understand? We can create the generics at the time of declaration with the help of what? Placeholder. That is how it is going to be. Okay, that is how it is going to be. And inside the placeholder, we define a type that is a typed parameter. The name is going to be typed parameter. The name, what we call it as typed parameter. That is how it is going to be. So you can just try with like different. Maybe I can show you by creating a simple example. So how we can do that? Maybe let's say I'll be opening our examples, whatever we have. Go to the D drive, and there we are having full stack Angular. I have the TypeScript. Maybe I can create a comment, and where I can just go with the code space dot I can give. Now here you can see I'll be creating, one second guys. Right. Now what I can do is, I'm going to take, let's say, person is the contract that we are having, where I'm having something like this. Now what I want to do, I'll be creating another one. Okay, and another one that is going to be, let's say, export. I'll take an interface, and then I'm using user data is the one that what I am having, where the user data is having what two things. The first one is going to be name, and the type is going to be the string, and then we have an ID which is of type number that what I can give, and then job which is of type string, and at the same time is active, and where I can give it as going to be Boolean. Now here you can see I'm using what? An interface here, and I'm exporting that interface, and the type of the interface is going to be user data that what I'm having here. Understand? User data that what I'm having. Now, this user data, just assume that this user data I'm having something like this. Just assume that here I don't want, okay, let it be. As somebody asking me about export and import, that is where I'm telling. Now, what I can do, I wanted to access this particular one in an employee. So how I can do that one simply, you can just give a class. Okay, class is going to be user info or whatever I can give. And from where it is going to be implemented, user data. Suppose if I'll be using the user data, there you can see we have an error. What is the problem here? Cannot find the module. Guys, you can see cannot find the module, that what it is showing me as an error. Now, what exactly here? What happened? Like when I'm using like this, like what happened here? Nothing is here because user data is not available directly. Rather, it is available in the person contracted.ts file, right? Did you understand? Somebody is asking me like, when I'm starting modules are completed like that. I really surprised nothing is there in the module to discuss apart from that. Paul, Mr. Paul. Okay. Now you can see this is how it is. Now user data is available in a separate folder, that is the person, and I'm trying to access that in the employee folder employee. So how we can do that one? For that reason, what I'm trying to do, I use that import statement. What you wanted to import, I wanted to import the user data, and where it is available under the person folder, and there we are having the person contract. There in that particular file, I'm having the user data. That time when I'm using the user data, I'm able to get everything. Understood? That is what, like, the modules are going to be. Module means what? Export and import statement. Suppose if I'm not having any export statement here, you see, it is not imported. Understand? It is not imported. So that is how it is going to be. We must and should have what? An export statement in one module, and that export can be imported in another module. Module is nothing but what? Okay, module is nothing but what? It's a simple, I can say, folder structure. Maybe you can take like that. Prasad Gavale, why you write those members again? Okay, again in user info class. Prasad, I already told you yesterday. Yesterday, I already told you in JavaScript, do we have the interface concept? In JavaScript, do we have the interface concept? Then whatever we have that interface here, that will be completely removed once if it is converted into the JavaScript, right? Yes or no? Then how this class come to know that what are the variables or what are the methods the interface is having? Tell me. That is the reason. Okay, that is the reason. Okay, right. And the next thing here, I coming back to the generics. Sorry, coming back to the generics, because like I don't know. Yesterday I have explained that, but people are asking me, so that is where I have explained one more time. It's okay. Now you can see here. Here what I can do, I'll be creating like a simple generic example. Maybe I'll go to here in my application. Let us add a new one, generics.ts, that what I can give. I'll keep this and remaining close. Right. I'll keep it open. Now I just wanted to create a generic class. So how do we create the generic class? Now you can see I have a class, and the class is going to be student info. And before that, generics can be used at anywhere, guys. It doesn't matter. We use the generics. We use the generics either at function or class or interface, etc. Anywhere you can use it. That's up to you. Anywhere you're supposed to use it. Now, how do we create, like, let's say at function level, I'll show you. At function level, if you wanted to create, maybe you can write something like function display is the function. Maybe display data is the function that what I have created. And I'm going to create the generic type as going to be T, where I created an ID and the ID is of type T. Understand? And it doesn't matter that, like, as we have the generic type, can I use, like, different types? Means yes, you can do that. Maybe I can take the name and the name is going to be the string type, that what I can say. So it doesn't matter that, like, as we have the generic type, we don't have any restriction that, like, not to use the normal type. You can use the generic type and you can use the normal type, any type that you can use it over here. Now what I can do, I just want to do, let's say, print the data. And not only the data, I'm going to print like what type of data that we are having. That is also I'll try to print. So first I'll print what ID is. Let us have that ID. I am using ID is. How to print that ID? I'll give a dollar here and where I can give ID. That is the first one. And at the same time, let me give name is. I'm giving a dollar where I can give the name. This is the one. And at the same time, whenever if you people wants to print the data type, like what type of data type it is going to be, we use console.log. Data type of ID is, data type of ID is, I'm going to give something like ID, and at the same time, data type of name is. So don't give directly ID. We have a function that is going to be type of is available where you can give the variable name. That's it. And here also what I can do, I'll give a dollar where I can say type of is available where I can give what name that what I am having. That's it. Understand? Now the purpose of type of is used to identify the type of the variable. Okay, just let me write type of it is used to identify the data type of the variable that what I can say. It is used to identify the data type of the variable. That is how it is going to be. Now, how I can call it? Now you can see, I'll save this application. Now I'm going to call. Now, when I'm calling like display data, now it is accepting like what type of data you wanted to pass as the part of that ID. First time, when I'm giving it as type number, the time when I'm giving the number, ID will become what type? See this? ID will become what type here? It is of what type? Number. So that I can say 101, comma name as going to be, let me give Srikanth as the name. Now you can save this application and then maybe you can run. Before that, what I can do is I'll be compiling it. TSC space generics dot TS I can say. Now you can see when I go with the generics.ts, we don't have nothing. Generics are not supported here. Understand? It is normal types only generally here. But in TypeScript, we have the flexibility. That is how it is. Now I'm going to execute that. How I can do that? Simply node space generics.js if I'm giving. Now you can see the ID is what? 101 and the name is going to be Srikanth. And at the same time, the data type of ID is what type? Number. And the data type of ID is going to be what type? String type that we are having. Understood? Now, maybe let's call another time. And this time, I'll take it as going to be string type so that I can give 102, comma, name as going to be, let's give Hari. Now save this application once. And now this time you can see I'm compiling it. And once if the compilation is done, execute it. Now you can see 102 and Hari, but the data type of ID is what type here now? What type we have specified here? See that. What type we have specified here? It's a string type. That means we have a flexibility. We have a flexibility of what type of data type can be given once if you create it as a generic type. But directly if you can specify the data type, then you cannot change it, right? See, for the name, see here the first ID, one time I'm passing it as going to be 101. Second time I'm passing it as string type. Third time I can give a different type. But every time if you can see, for the name, I'm giving the data of type string only, right? Yes or no? I'm giving the data of what type? String only. So that is where we have less flexibility if we can directly define that. But if you can stop doing that, if you can give, let's say, a generic type, we have more flexibility and also we are able to get the type safety. Understand? Generics are type safe. Type safe in the sense, whatever the type we wanted to pass, you can pass it over there. That's it. That is how it is going. Understood? Hello? Hello, hello, hello. Right. Now here you can see the generics that we are having. I used it as a, can you show syntax one more? Yeah. Now you can see here, I created a generic here and I'm using it function level. Shrikant, can I use the same generic at application level, class level? Mostly we will be using at class level. Shrikant, can I use that at class level? Yes, you can do that. How we can do that? Just let me comment this code. What is the purpose of the comments? Tell me. Comments are ignored by the compiler. Those are used by the developer point of view only. Understand? It won't be executed at all. That is how. Otherwise, I'll do one thing. I'm going to delete this JavaScript file. And for this TypeScript file, what I can do is I'll be using generic function.cs. And I'm going to compile it. Sorry. What error it is? Generics function. Okay, I'm sorry. That, oh, still. Control C is the shortcut, guys. Control C is the shortcut. Control K is the shortcut. Okay. Now you can see this is what generic function. Fine. Now can I use the same generic at class level? Yes, you can do that one. So how we can make use of it? Just you can create another one. Maybe I can write generic class that what I can use. .ts I can say. Generally how to create the class, we use the class keyword. Okay, we use the class keyword and maybe the class name is going to be, let's say, student info. Here, you can create with any number of types. That's up to you. Maybe I can say T comma, yes, that what I can give. Understand? That means if you wanted to have the multiple generic types, then just separate them with the help of comma. And now here what I can do is, I just wanted to create an ID, private ID, which is of type T I can give. And at the same time, when I'm giving private, name that what I'm having, which is of type yes, I can say. Understand? Which is of type yes, I can say. Now I wanted to initialize the value. So how we can do that one? just let me give the constructor here. And with the help of constructor, I am giving that ID as going to be the T. And at the same time, I am having name as going to be, let's say, yes, I can give. And I'm going to initialize the data. So how could I do that one? Simply ID is equal to, okay, ID is equal to, I am giving the ID, and at the same time, name is equal to, I'll be giving the name over here. Understood? I have a constructor. Even in the constructor also, I supposed to specify. Now at the same time, we have a function that is the display function, which is of type void, and I'm going to print the data. So how I can do that? Console dot, we have the log, and there I can say ID is, okay, I'll be removing this. ID is give a dollar where I can give ID, and at the same time name is, okay, I'm giving here it as going to be name. Name is going to be, I'll say dollar this dot name I can say. That's it. So this is how it is going to be. Now what I have done, I created a student class here where my student class is having two generic types, and I'm creating two variables of that particular type. I used a constructor to initialize the data, and last I'm using a display method to display the data. Now, how I supposed to execute this particular one? Now you can see I'm creating student1 is of type student info is equal to new student info, that what I can use. But you see, this time, when I'm creating like that, it is asking me to pass what types you want to specify. Now you can see it is asking me the types or not. Tell me, yes or no? Requires two types argument, because I have not created a normal class here. If it is a normal class, it's okay, but I created here as a generic class. I created here as a generic class, so that once if you can create that, you must have to provide the type. I'm giving the first type as number and the second type as going to be the string. And at the same time, when I'm creating an object here, see this, the first type is of what type it is expecting? A number, so that I can give 100. And the second type it is asking me to give a string, so that I can give that particular. Clear now? Now the remaining things are same. std1 dot, I'm calling the display function. Now maybe for the second object, you can see std2 that what I am having, where I can have the student info, and here I can say that string comma string only, that what I am taking is equal to, when I give new student info, now this time you can see ID is of type string, and at the same time name is also of type string, that what it is. So that I can give that ID, and where I can give EMP, or else let's say STD102, and at the same time the name is going to be, maybe I can say Rajesh or whatever. You can give some name, and you can see STD2 dot, we have the method that is the display, so that automatically it will be. So that means we have a flexibility that we can pass any type of data. It doesn't matter that we go with only this one. Understand? We can give like any type, that's up to you. We can give what? Any type, that's up to you. Clear? Hello? Clear or not? Understood. Very good. Nice, nice, nice. Now let me execute this one. So how we can do that one? I'll compile it first of all. Let's say TSC space generic, okay, generic class dot ts I can say, and then node space generic class dot JS if I'm giving. Now you can see I'm able to get like 100 and welcome. Okay, welcome I have given now. Okay, and the ID is 102 and the name is going to be Rajesh or whatever, any name, like whatever it might be, that I'm able to see. So T means type, S means what? Both are types only. Both are types only, guys. If you wanted to have like one, you can. Here I'm having one. But if I wanted to have multiple, then what you can do? You can give any name in place of T and S. Maybe Shrikant, can I give like Sri and Kant? Yes, you can give. And here in place of T, I can create my type as going to be Sri, and this is of type Kant. And here also I can give it as going to be Sri, and here also I can give it as going to be Kant. That's it. Now you can see. Now what is Sri, what is Kant? It's all about like what? The data type, general data type, generic data type. Understand? It's a generic data type. Now, Shrikant, like how to pass the data at the time of calling? I'm creating an object of, let's say, student info. At the time of calling, whatever the types you specify, those types are replaced here. Understand? Those types are going to be replaced here. So that is how it is going. And these concepts, like whatever we have learned so far, we are using 100% in the Angular or React or Vue.js development. Understand? 100% we will be using these concepts only, nothing apart from that one. If anything is required, then we'll come back to that particular individual concept. And because when it comes to Angular, I have around 4.5 to 5 years of experience I have. Still, I'm a working professional, not into completely the training. I'm working as a technical lead, as a .NET full stack developer, generally, where I have not into that. I'm mostly into the cloud and the client side and server side and all. I'm a full stack. So out of my experience, I'm telling you, these concepts are more than enough in order to start with Angular application development. So now, Triveni, it's a programming. We have like lot. There is no end at all. Okay, there is no end at all. Every day there will be a new concept. Whenever the requirement comes, then only we can go and use it. Understand? Until unless like if you wanted to be in the TypeScript completely then it might take a year to understand. Right? You can take public. See, I'm taking here private. Somebody is asking me, Shrikant, why you have taken private? Why not the public? You can take the public, man. Why you are asking that question to me again? You can take public and you can try what happened. If it comes like output, it's okay. If it is not comes output, then you can try like why it is not coming an output. But in my case, why I'm taking that private always the variables should be of type private because of the encapsulation. Understand? Because of that encapsulation, we are going to encapsulate everything to the class. So that is what the reason where I'm taking it as private. That means abstraction reason. I don't want to expose my variable names outside the world. That is where I'm taking it as private. Private is a good practice, generally. No, Shrikant, I'll go with public means there is no change at all. You can use the public also. Understood? Yeah, that is where like I'm telling you, whatever is required, that much if you can learn, then that should be perfect. Right. So this is all about the TypeScript. According to me, even fresher or 2-3 years experienced person also, this is more than enough with respect to the TypeScript. Now we are jumped back into the next one, that is the Angular development. Now I'm going to start working with the Angular development again. Now you see, we have seen like the very introduction of that Angular and how do we set up that environment also we have seen. And how do we write the TypeScript programming? We learned from last couple of days, around 7 to 8 sessions completely. We were in TypeScript development only. Now it's time for creating a brand new Angular 15 application and the folder and file structure. That means what are all the files and what are all the folders that are the part of Angular application development, we will be understanding. And before that, again, I'm repeating the setup and the environment. Setuping the environment. Understand? Before we are going to jump start into the directly Angular application, I'm explaining one more time how we can do a setup process. That means what are the softwares are required. That part I'll be explaining it to you. So when it comes to Angular application development, we need few software requirements are there. So the first one is going to be this. Right. So in order to create that Angular application, there are few software requirements. That means few steps are very important. So the first one is going to be Muhammad Rizwan is saying that my voice is not clear. Guys, is my voice is clear for all? Very good. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you so much. Right. So the next thing is going to be creating an Angular application. So how do we create an Angular application and what are the software? So the first software is going to be software or else steps to create Angular application. Steps to create. Step number 1, install Node.js. Install Node.js. That is the first one. Am I install the Node.js or not? So how could I install it? We'll go to the nodejs.org and then download the latest and stable version. LTS means latest stable version. And click on OK. Click on OK. Then go for the next. Don't do anything. As I have installed the very latest version, it is showing me already you have a latest version. What you want to do? I don't want to do anything. Just I'm canceling it because it was already installed in my mission. So the step number 1 is going to be install the Node.js. This will install npm also. Okay, that is the first step. Node.js and npm. npm stands for what? npm stands for what? It's a Node.js package manager. Very good. Now what the Node.js package manager will contain? It contains all the list of packages that are used are required to build the application. Whenever if you wanted to build that application, we need to have few libraries that are required, and those libraries we are going to install with the help of NPM only. With the help of NPM only, where NPM stands for Node Package Manager. These are the two things that are required. And step number two is going to be install the TypeScript. That is required. Install the TypeScript. Now, what is the purpose of the TypeScript? TypeScript is a scripting language which is used to generate the JavaScript code automatically, which is used to generate the JavaScript code automatically. That is the need of the TypeScript. And so far we have seen like how to work with the TypeScript. And to install the TypeScript, how we can do that? NPM will provide a command for us that is going to be NPM install, okay, NPM install -G for the global installation. And what you want to install, I'll go with the TypeScript so that automatically the TypeScript will get installed. Understood? Automatically the TypeScript will get installed. And third step is going to be, what would be the third step here? Third step is going to be install the IDE. I used here Visual Studio Code so far from these many days. Okay, VS Code. I'm using Visual Studio Code, and I hope you people have already know about it. Visual Studio Code, like how to install and each and everything, that I hope I have already explained to you. And that's okay. Now what I can do, I'm going to install the next software, which is completely new to you, is going to be Angular CLI. So the fourth step is going to be Angular CLI. Angular CLI has to be installed. Now, what is Angular CLI here? Angular CLI is a command line, interface. Angular CLI is a command line interface which is used, understand, which is used to create, okay, which is used to create, develop, test, build, and deploy the Angular applications. That means Angular CLI is a command line interface, and the purpose of it is used to create that application, or else develop that application, build that application. Like that, you can do many things with the help of Angular CLI. By using Angular CLI, we are able to generate the components, directives, pipes, services, etc. with scaffold options. Now, scaffolding means what? Scaffolding is something like it is a automatic code generation. That means whenever if you want to generate the code automatically, there you can use what? Angular CLI. Angular CLI is what? It's a command line interface which is used for, like, from the beginning to till end. Whenever if you want to build an Angular application, Angular CLI will be used. Now it is used to generate what? Either component, directive, pipes, services, understand, the guards, classes, interface, anything, whatnot. Anything you people can create with the help of Angular CLI by writing the command. Now, how do we install the latest version? How do we install? And here there are two things that what I'm trying to tell you. The first thing, guys, first thing do remember, first time installation. Whenever if you want to do the first installation, when we do the first time installation, use the below command. What command has to be used? npm, where it stands for Node Package Manager install -g @angular/CLI you can use. That means first time when you install that Angular CLI, there you can use this one, npm install -g @angular/CLI has to be used. That is when the first time. Now, once if the installation is done, this is for what? Installation purpose. Installation. And to check the version, we use ng -version. So this is what purpose of it is going to be. Check the Angular version which is available, which is installed, I can say, which was installed. Now you can see the latest version of that Angular is going to be Angular 15, guys. Angular 15 is the latest version. Now I'll try to open the command prompt and I'm giving a command, something like ng -version if I'm giving. 1 second. So single hyphen, I guess. Okay, then ng version only, maybe, I guess. Yes. -v. Just give me a minute. -v if I'm giving. No. Okay, anyhow, ng version, I'm sorry. Maybe like in Angular 15, that is a bit different. So to check the version, you can give ng space version you can give. Now, which version I'm having in my system? Which version it is? It is 15.1.4. First one is the major version, second one is the minor version, and third one is the build version. We always taken care about the major version. And right now the major version is going to be 15, that what I am having. So just to take care of that particular 15, nothing apart from that. Okay, nothing apart from that one. So just to take care of that 15 only. 15 is the latest version. That means I have in my system, I'm having latest because I'm taking the Angular sessions even in the morning as well. So that is where I come up with the latest version. Suppose there is a new version. Suppose there is a new version. Then how? That means if we have already installed, and we wanted to, just give me a minute, please. Now you see, if we have already installed and we wanted to update the version. Update the version. If we have already installed and we wanted to update the version, then what you can do is first command is going to be uninstall the existing version. Okay, uninstall the existing version. So how we can do that one? npm uninstall Okay, -G @Angular/CLI. So that means if you have already installed and you want to update the version, then first thing is going to be uninstall it. Okay, uninstall the Angular from system. Uninstall that Angular from the system. That is the first step. Second step is going to be clear the cache. Okay, clear the cache. Now I'll be writing a command, something like npm cache verify. Now, what is cache here? Cache is something like it's a memory. Whenever if you are doing like, the frequent operation, based on the frequent operation, sometimes it stores the data. So I don't want to keep that data even once if the installation. That means it's a kind of vacuum cleaner where it clear everything with respect to that Angular. Understand? Even if something is there after installation also, there might be a temp files or whatever. When I'm running a command, something like npm cache verify, it will clear everything, whatever we are having. So clear the cache also. Clear the cache, I can say. And then install the latest version. So how we can do that one? Just you can use the command, something like this. Install the latest version again. So it's very important. Most of the people, they found difficulty over here. Understand? They found a difficulty over here. It's very important for us to have something like this. Okay, na? Right. So this is all about like, the installation steps. First thing is going to be install the Node.js. That will install that npm. Second thing, install the TypeScript. Third thing, Visual Studio Code. And fourth one is Angular CLI. And then if it is, there are two things here. First time installation, how it would be. And second time installation is how it would be, that you can verify. Understand? NPM is a node package manager. It is an online library. It is an online library where you can have all the packages, all the client side packages. When I open, let's say TypeScript, now in the TypeScript, you can see that we are able to see the TypeScript is available. Suppose you wanted to install Angular CLI. When I type Angular/CLI, there we have a package. I wanted to install, let's say, Bootstrap. There you see, we have a package. I wanted to install React.js. There we have a package. NPM is something like, it's a kind of like, a package manager. Package manager in the sense, it is a kind of Google Drive, I can say, where you can have all the client side libraries that are available. Understand? And where to run? Good question. Nothing, guys, just to open the command prompt. Just open the command prompt. Then by default, for the first time, command prompt will start. Command prompt will start from the base location. There you can install. There you can install everything. And good question. Like, I hope Java people, they have the Maven, right? Maven repository to download all the packages, right? Am I right? Maven only, right? If it is a .NET developer, I hope you know about NuGet Package Manager, NuGet Package Manager. Exactly similar. Here we have what? NPM, Node.js Package Manager. That's it. The way how the Java people, they download the packages from the Maven, and the way how the .NET people, they download the packages from the NuGet, in the same way we have for the client side, we have NPM. And like that NPM, we have many. gulp. Okay. Maybe like that will come. I'm not sure like if why they haven't teached, I don't know that. Okay, but maybe that will come definitely. Without having that advanced programming cannot be completed. Advanced application development cannot be completed without knowing the Maven and all in Java, as I remember. Okay, exactly similar to this one. So any questions here in this installation part? No questions. Very good, very good, very good, very good, very good. Okay, now it's time for getting clarified. Just give me 1 minute, please. Give me 1 minute, please. Who are facing issue just and who are in front of the system? Okay. Yeah, Dineshwar, you can try that. You the same question you can type it in the Google. You will be getting. Who are facing that issue? First, tell me like who are not able to install. Who are not able to install anything in my system? Not install the Visual Studio, but I tried Angular CLI install command. It is not required. It is not required to install the Visual Studio. Visual Studio. Visual Studio is different. Visual Studio code is different. Both are different, guys. Please install the Visual Studio code. I'm telling you from very beginning. No need to have a live server and nothing apart from that, Rahul. It is also not required for me. You don't need to see. It's all like making you thinking you like different way. I don't need to have even the live server. You don't need to worry about it. I don't know about like MacBook. I'm checking the version of Angular. It is showing the current version of Node is 8.5.0. Is not supported by that Angular. Sir, I uninstalled and again installed that Angular. But it is showing me Angular CLI 14 and Angular CLI. I mean, Node is 18.15. Then what you can do is at the time of installation, just you can specify the version that what you wanted to install. Maybe you can give 15, then automatically it will get installed, guys. It's okay. You can give yes. It is asking you like, the Google privacy or whatever. It doesn't matter. Like you can just say yes simply. That definitely will work it out. No need to worry about it. Okay. Yeah, we can give. See, at the time of installation, you can give what? Either you can give at the rate 15, that is the latest version, or you can give what? Whatever the version you people wants to give. Either it is, let's say, 13 version, 14, 15. That's your wish. See, every installation, as I told you, when you open the command prompt, there you can just use this. That's it. Deepak, did you install check the Node.js version? Node and NPM. Please check those two are installed or not. Deepak, Deepak Sri Krishna. Please check like, Node-V and NPM-V. Okay. To check like, these two installed or not, you can give Node-V. Okay. Node-V. After that, NPM-V. If you people are having these are installed, then automatically the TypeScript will get installed. Okay, Deepak Sri Krishna. 1 second, guys. Deepak Sri Krishna. Deepak, I am giving you co-host permission. Please share your screen now. Please share your screen. I am stopping the screen sharing. Please share your screen now. Deepak.
Sir, I have login through phone, sir. I will log in through laptop 1 minute.
Then I can't do anything. Okay. Next one. Who are having that issue? I had verified. Madineni Sirish, I had verified the versions but I didn't get the result. What result you are not getting? Sirisha, I'm giving you the permissions guide to speak even. So those who wants to speak, you please speak. Otherwise, people can be on mute. Okay. Please be on mute. I am giving the permissions to speak even.
Hi, sir.
Yes, Sirisha, tell me.
Yeah, I had verified the Node.js version and NPM version, but I did not get the output results, sir.
Okay, just a minute.
Okay.
Okay, now you can share your screen, please.
Yeah, okay.
Guys, those who are having the problem, you please stay here. Other people may, if you want to listen, you can. Otherwise, you may leave. But don't make any noise, please. Okay, don't make any noise. If you wanted to leave, you can. That's up to you. Those who are having issues, I'll get clarify all that issues. Yeah, it is okay, Harish. Any version is fine. Ma'am.
Yes, sir. Are you able to?
Yes, I'm able to see. Okay.
So I had created one folder.
Okay.
So click on CMD. So it did while getting the result, it does not getting the result.
Just write the command. First save it. No, see why it is not getting. Just close. Okay, minimize it and write a class in there. Just comma. Come down. Enter. Write a
Okay.
class person or something. Okay, write a simple function display. No, inside the class, madam. Inside the class, write the function and write console.log, open bracket at open parenthesis, close parenthesis. No, write like that only. Function
Okay.
only. Function and then now open parenthesis, close parenthesis, curly brackets, sorry.
Okay.
Okay. Inside that console.log, welcome. Just write like that.
Console.log, welcome.
Welcome. Brackets are required. Log after we have a bracket. Log, yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay. Now save it.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now open this command prompt. Okay. Now you can give a command tsc space interface .ts file name interface .ts. Enter.
Yes.
Okay. Now check that node space interface.js. JS. Enter. Okay. Now come down. Minimize it. What happened, we'll see.
Okay.
Just minimize it. We have interface.js is there. Okay.
Yes.
It's working fine actually. Nothing.
Okay.
You haven't created an object, right? Create an object.
Okay.
Person. Below like person class. Below person class. Let
dot
obj. Let space obj is equal to new person new person. Okay, new person, create an object. Open and close the parenthesis, and then obj dot display you can call. Obj dot display. Okay, you call it and close it, and now save it. Save it.
Okay.
Compile it now once again. Go back to there. Compile it once again. If you can press up arrow, if you can press, then it will come. All the
Okay.
command. Up arrow. Yes. Now enter. Now down arrow. Just remove that everything. Enter. That's
Yes,
it.
yes.
It's working, right?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, cool. Then
Thank you
next.
so much.
Yeah, it's okay. Thank you. Next. Who wants to share the screen? Tell me.
Sir,
Who's this?
I am able to screen.
Uday? What's
Deepak.
your name?
Deepak.
Deepak. Just a minute. I'll give the permission.
You have given me a permission, sir. Can I share it?
No, I hope you don't have the permission. Deepak Sri Krishna, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm giving you the permissions. Yeah, now you can. Guys, Google Analytics, just you can say yes, nothing will happen. Okay, nothing will happen. You can say yes for Google Analytics.
Sir, is it available?
Yes. I'm able to see.
Yeah, okay. I have installed just no JS, Node.js.
Okay.
Now I am unable to use TypeScript, sir.
Why you are unable to use the TypeScript? Where did you find unable to use? Did you created any example? Just give node space -v. Node space -v. Okay. Enter. npm space -v. npm space -v. Okay. Now tsc space -v. tsc. tsc space -v. tsc only single s. tsc. That means you haven't installed the TypeScript. Now what you can do, write down the command npm space install -g
V.
g install space is required. Install space space -g for global installation. Again
Okay.
space TypeScript. Guys, please be on mute. Enter.
Okay.
Now enter. Okay. Now check tsc-v. tsc-v. It was there. Now it will work definitely.
Yeah, okay, sir.
Okay, right. Who's there next, guys? Next. I guess someone asked me, like, from the last couple of days, Shrikant, I'm unable to run the Angular application where we install TS in our system. ESAB is there. Veerababu, sorry. Is there today?
Hello, sir.
Yes. Sahiti, right?
Actually, I have a problem with downloading notes from the Google Classroom.
Oh, okay. Just a minute. What's your name?
Sahiti.
Sahiti. Okay, just Sahiti. Adepu Sahiti, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm giving you the permission. Share your screen once.
Okay, sir.
No, in Node.js, NPM should be installed. That is where I have given the order. Otherwise, like I don't need to give that order, right? So we must and should install Node.js and NPM. Then only it can be. Otherwise, it can't. That is very important, guys.
Sir, is it visible?
Just a minute, Amma. Just a minute. Just a minute. I'm posting the notes today's one,
Okay.
so that everybody come to know. Guys, please listen. I'm explaining you one more time. Just to go to the browser. Guys, please be on mute. Okay.
The today link will be shared in Google Classroom, sir.
Yeah, I'm sharing. Right now, I'm doing that only. Just a minute. Okay, please.
Okay, sir.
Okay, just a minute. Yes, now you can share. You can share, please. Ma'am, just now I shared you today's one. Just refresh it once. Just refresh it once. This is yesterday's one. Just refresh it once. Okay. Now copy this. Download in the sense that is what I'm telling. Okay, that is what I'm telling. Open a new window. Okay, very good. Otherwise, if you click on there also, that will happen. Ma'am. Sir, dates you can find it, sir. Below my name, we have yesterday. Like that, you will be having the dates also. No need to mention the dates. Ma'am, please click on the typescript.rar.
Sir,
Click on typescript.rar.
this one?
No, I don't know, like your screen is got hanged. Your
Is it okay,
screen
sir, now?
No, please reshare it once again.
Okay.
Please reshare it once again.
Sir, is it okay now?
Yeah, I'm checking. Yeah, now it's okay. Now it's okay. Now go back. Don't download it like that. Don't download it like that. Go back. Again, go back. Okay. Now TypeScript. Yeah, just go to the downloads. Just go to the downloads. Okay. And there we have the TypeScript 4.rar, right? Right click on there. Extract it. Where you want to have, you can just keep it to desktop or somewhere. Desktop. Maybe you can have it in the desktop. Okay. Okay, now go to the desktop. Okay. See there, somewhere you have definitely the TypeScript files. Where it is. Okay, maybe download it in, go it in a different place. It should definitely. Maybe it is not having the permission. Take some folder, D drive or somewhere. We have it now. TypeScript is there below. Okay, anyhow, just go there. Open the TypeScript folder where you have seen. Not on D drive. 1 second. Give me permissions. 1 second. No, it won't support. Okay, go to. It is not allowing me to give the permission. Extract there only. I will show you otherwise.
Sir,
Extract there only. Extract to
one?
specific folder, right? No,
Okay.
actually what happened, come back, close it first of all.
Okay.
Okay, open downloads folder.
Downloads folder.
Open downloads folder. Okay, TypeScript is there, right? Right click
Yes,
on
sir.
there. Right click on there. WinRAR, come down, WinRAR. Okay, extract to TypeScript 4. Click on there. Okay, now you can see TypeScript folder will be created definitely here. Just check there where it is. See there, the fourth one. Okay,
Yes, sir.
open it. Open it. Open it just. Why right click? Open that again. Okay, type above like folder browser. There CMD. CMD.
Yes, sir.
Enter. Code space dot. Code space dot. Did you install Visual Studio?
Yes, sir.
Code
Dot.
space dot. Enter. It will open now. Yes, trust. It's done. What challenge here?
Sir, classroom, I unable to open the classroom notes codes. It
Madam,
will open
notes.
like videos.
What videos?
Wait, sir, I will show you.
Madam, 1 minute. See, if you open like abstract, see this. In TS, we have abstract, right? This is like, TS files are not directly open. Understood? You have to open it with the help of Visual Studio Code. Now, if you can go to the Visual Studio Code, just now you opened, right? Go to Visual Studio Code now.
Sir, can you please open one program for us? In your
Madam, no need. Just open Visual Studio Code. Just you open right just now below.
this
You
one.
open Visual Studio Code, madam.
Visual.
CMD. Okay, again CMD. That one. Open. Okay, just to open any of the TS file. Today's one you can open. Otherwise, generic class.ts. Fine.
Yes, sir. Okay. Thank you, sir.
Okay then. And then
So directly we are not enabled to download the,
no. Don't do that directly.
okay.
We can do that. Even in that case also we can do. That's okay. Pramila, the thing is like, if you open, the Google Classroom, there you can find it, right?
Hello, sir.
There you can find on what day, like I posted and what day, everything that you can have it. No need to do that.
Hello, sir.
I am, please, like, Google it. Please do the Google.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Hello,
Sir,
hello,
Angular
sir.
CLI install with Node.js or separately. Guys, like whatever that order I am giving, please install everything in that same order.
Hello, sir. I have problems the last 3 days, sir. I'm told Rajesh, sir.
Okay, Rajesh, like, what is your question? Tell me.
Sir, while converting to TS to JS, there is no code in JS folder.
Okay, so what is the initial, Rajesh?
Sir?
Sahu.
Yes, sir.
Okay, just share your screen now. Share your screen now, quickly.
There is the abstract folder.
Okay, just
But
one second, one
JS.
second. See, first thing is save, like, the constructor.ts file. Take first one as an example. Constructor.ts is there, right?
Okay, sir.
You have the code here, na? I'm asking constructor.ts file, where it is.
Yes, sir.
Okay, save it.
Okay.
Just to save it. It was not saved. See, how to know like it was saved or not? You see above constructor.ts, after that you have the dot, right? Above, man. File name, constructor.ts is there, na? Above you have dot is there, right?
Okay, yeah.
You have the dot, na?
Okay, sir.
Now save it, Control yes. Control yes. Okay, dot gone,
Yes,
right?
sir.
Okay, come down in the program. Have you created an object? Come down in the program, come down.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now write a command tsc space, there only, tsc space, file name, constructor.ts, constructor spelling, constructor.ts, enter. Now check constructor.js file now. Check constructor.js file. Are you able to get the code or not? Okay. Next, node space. Next, node space constructor.js. Node space constructor.js. Are you able to see that output or not?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
I have already told you, maybe you are not saving the program. That is only the problem. Just save it. If you are not, now you can see first.ts also not saved. Abstract example.ts also not saved. See this. Abstract example.ts also, above you can see abstract example.ts is also not saved, right?
Sir, where I'm not able to see.
Save it. Yes. Now you can try, it will come.
Sir, good morning, sir.
Yes, tell me, sir.
So this is Shiva Chaudhary. Now I'm installed Angular CLI, but it shows Angular undefined.
ng undefined.
No, sir, Angular undefined it will be.
Just a minute. Okay. Now is it clear now? It's done, right? Rajesh.
Okay, sir.
Shiva Chaudhary, sir.
No, no. Rajesh, it's done, right? I'm removing you. Okay. Shiva, right? Your name?
Yes, sir. Shiva Chaudhary.
Shiva?
Chaudhary.
Shiva Chaudhary. Shiva. Ratnala, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Yes.
Here it can show Angular undefined.
That's okay. It was installed
Okay,
now.
sir.
You can see. It was installed. 15.2.4 is installed, right?
Oh,
It's
yes,
okay.
sir.
It's okay. It's okay. That's
Okay, sir.
don't need to worry.
Hi, sir.
Yeah.
Sir,
Thanks.
sir,
Yes,
I
yes,
previously told
yes.
my Angular version is not supported for Node.js, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Now, like, what is the question? Just tell me.
Again, I uninstalled and installed, sir. It's showing same like that, sir. Angular version not supported Angular version is 14.0.5 and Node.js 18.15.0, sir. It's showing unsupported, sir.
Okay, what's your name? Venkatramana.
Venkatramana. Yes, sir.
Okay. Now share your screen.
It's visible, sir.
Yes, I'm able to.
I uninstalled and installed, sir. Again showing like that, sir.
1 second. Okay, just to do one thing, the current version of Node 18.15.0 is not supported. Just uninstall it once again. So did you install like, the Node npm uninstall -g space @angular/CLI /CLI enter.
Yes, sir. Yeah, entered.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, 1 second. Now npm cache verify enter.
Yes, sir.
Okay, npm cache clear right now.
Yes.
npm cache clear space clear enter. I guess this command was deprecated maybe, but anyhow we'll see. Just a minute. Okay, it was like itself else is there. Okay, now what you can do is go with npm space npm install space install -g @angular/CLI angular/CLI a bit above. I'm not able to see like you that one, just a bit above. What command you have written, I'm unable to see. Just a install angular/CLI. Okay, just a minute. If this is not working, just what you can do is after angular/CLI, right? Give @latest. Give @latest. Because like seems it is installing 14 version to you. I'm not sure like why it is. Which version of Windows operating system you have?
Windows 11, sir.
Windows 11. Windows 11 means it's okay. Okay, now check NG version. NG version you can give. Hello, Ramana.